Hey, this is Adam here. Just going to show you a neat fly pattern today. It's kind of like the Todd's Wiggle Minnow. I call it the Wiggle Stripper for my version. Instead of using cylinders as Todd ties his, I use foam. This is foam you can buy at Walmart in a variety of colors. I take and cut a strip about a ½ inch wide. Then I'll double that and zap-a-gap it together, and then we'll tie a fly with it. So here's the fly, and let's get started. Alright, first thing we want to do is put our hook, which is a B10S1, and our foam together. Alright, so first thing I want to do is take my hook and place it in the middle of the foam and allow about 2/3 of a hook gap on your foam like that. Alright, punch that through and we're just going to slide it right there to the middle. Next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm using 280 wax UTC. Going to build up a good little button here on front of the fly head on the hook shank, right up to the eyelet. Make some good wraps up here at the front. Really build that up. Next we're going to do, let's cut the tag out of the way. Whip finish that off about 3 turns. Make another good 3 up here. Alright, we got that done. Slide your foam up. Next we're going to take and just put our thread base down on the back shank of the hook for our tail. Really good wraps up and back. Don't want anything moving around once you get this fly together. You will catch fish with it. Alright, let's cut the tail here. Next we're going to put some bait fish emulator. I like bait fish emulator. It performs well in the water. Alright, measure our tail out. Just tie it in. About 3-4 wraps. Cut off the excess. Don't have to leave a lot of it, just tie it in good. Be sure to work that over and down. I like to high tie stuff. Just try to keep it up on top of the hook shank. Alright. Next we're going to tie in these legs. Rubber legs, I believe there's 5 strands in here. 4 or 5. It's all good. I always use rubber legs on a lot of streamers. They produce good vibration in the water and definitely attract some fish. Just has good movement. Silicone legs float. Other rubber legs will help you out too. Alright, we'll leave that like that. Now the next tricky part of this is you got to tie your chenille that we have here, just some silver chenille, in at the front of the hook eye. So we'll work our way up to there. Tie it right behind that foam. Get it cinched down. And just some loose coarse wraps back to the tail. You're going to finish the fly at the back of it, so that's why you tie to the back. Always wrap your chenille in the way, same direction as you wrap your thread. That'll help keep everything tight. Alright, tie that off. 2 good wraps should be good there. Snip. Alright, take some zap-gap. I'm going to run this right down the back of the hook, or the foam, right to the chenille. Put that down. Be sure your fly is getting level. Here you want to kind of bend with your fingers, kind of pinch that foam. Get that bend started. Go around a few times with it. 3, 4. Alright. Looks pretty good. Take my whip finisher. I'm gonna do some whips on it. 1, 2, 3. Alright, tighten it up. 1, 2, 3. Tighten it up again. Cut that off. Now the important part. Zappy gap in this thread line. Zap it on top, 1 bead across each side of the thread on the bottom. Then I kind of hold this up. Make that a good little tail section there. You want it to held up. You want to have it about the same bend as your bill on the front of your fly here. So hold that there for a minute and let it dry. And you can take and cut it off. I like to leave about a little over 3/8 of an inch, closer to 1/2 inch of a tail, and just cut it off flat. Cut it off flat. You can hold it up. Take your tails, cut them apart. You can separate that out here in a minute. Those are a little long, but it's alright. Alright. Next thing I do, I'm going to use some Exoflex. Exoflex is the trick on this fly. Take and tilt this up to where it's nice and level. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take and put a bead right on the top of this, all the way across. This is going to make this front bill really strong. You'll be able to beat it on rocks and stuff like that, and it's not going to break the foam. This foam will get hard since it's kind of brittle once you've applied some Zappy Gap to it. So you want to put that Exoflex on there, let that dry for a minute, spin it around. Alright, now next thing we're going to do is zap this with the Exoflex. Back section where I had this Zappy Gap, just run a bead across it. It's also going to give it some longevity and allow it to be more durable for you. Again, that's the wiggle stripper. Should be able to see it good. It's a great fly. I like to tie it in black. This is a yellow one. Probably going to throw that on the Holston proper over in Churchill. We'll see how it does. Report back to you. If you tie any of these up, report to me. Tell me how you think they did. If you caught any big fish, do tag me. Also visit East Tennessee on the Fly. That's another Facebook page I own and run, or visit adamcphotography.com. Have a great day and tight lines.